Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Shit Trainers Say, our weekly podcast of Catalyst Personal Training. I'm Jim Adders. I'm the owner of Catalyst. I'm here with Debbie Roman, the general manager, my right hand. Say hi to everyone, Debbie.
Hi.
And we're broadcasting from our home because, like everybody else, we're on COVID shutdown, COVID quarantine. So we're still bringing our podcast to you, and we're still training our clients, still working with our clients every day. So we're still having conversations with them. So Deb wanted to share a conversation, or at least a thought that she had when she was working with some clients recently. Deb, you want to share that with the listeners?
Yeah, so first of all, I hope everybody's doing well, physically and mentally. Today I wanted to talk to you about the importance of even though we're here for you and we're here to guide you, you still need to have an environment that supports your goals, and you still need to be willing to put on the work and to build those habits that are going to help you succeed. My thought started when a client of ours texted me, and she was like, I have not been able to stop eating for like 5 days. Any advice? Like, I'm just eating. And I'm like, well, it is just a complicated question and a sensitive subject for some people. So just be mindful when you listen to what we're saying, because we don't want to trigger any negative thought in your mind. So we want to teach you the importance of habits and make you understand that willpower is not necessarily something that you need to rely on. Habits and consistency are what is going to get you to your goals. We usually see the mindset of all in or all out, and that's the wrong mindset. There are always things that we can improve, but I invite you to choose just one thing that you want to focus on and put your energy on that, because success is not going to happen if you try to do too many things at the same time. It's the same with training, same with training, nutrition, just healthy habits in general. We're here to guide you. We're not here to convince you to do something. We are here for whenever you're ready to do that. And we're here to show you the way. But we cannot make you change for the better if you're not willing to do that. I don't know if that's making any sense.
Yeah, I think what I hear you saying is that willpower will fail you. If you have that package of cookies, Girl Scout cookies in the house, at some point at 2, 3 in the morning, 2, 3 in the afternoon, you're going to eat those cookies if they're in the house. So willpower is overrated. You have to set the stage for success. And so that means not bringing the cookies in, or have an accountability partner for whatever. It doesn't have to be cookies, whatever it is, having an accountability. If you have a goal or something that you want to do, tell somebody, because then that makes it real. And then they can ask you, they can become your accountability partner. As painful as that may be, it will help you achieve the goal. And I agree with you, Deb, multitasking doesn't work. I don't care what anybody tells you. I think that's the biggest myth out there. Multitasking, I see it as a way to do a bunch of things crappy. And I think I would rather do one thing really well and then move on to the next one, and then do 2 or 3 things really poorly. So focus on one goal at a time. What is it that you want, that you really want to do? Really drill down and distill down exactly what it is that you want. And it can't be some nebulous goal like lose 20 pounds. How many times do we hear that, Deb, when clients come in? I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay. So what does that 20 pounds get you? Does it get you a new outfit? Does it get you a new swimsuit? Do you feel better about yourself? Do you have more self-confidence? Like, picture your life 20 pounds less. What is it that you really want from that goal? What does that 20 pounds really get you that you really want? So that's what I mean when I say really drill down and distill into the goals, and then focus on that, because it may not be the 20 pounds. You know, you may be able to get there with 10 pounds, 5 pounds, depending on what it is in your mind that 20 pounds gets you. I hope that makes sense to you, Deb. Hopefully that makes sense to the listeners.
I hope that it can be overwhelming sometimes. No, I meant to say that I think that it could be overwhelming sometimes because, you know, when you try to get to a goal and you try and you try and you try, you rely on willpower so much, it's exhausting.
Mm.
So you don't even want to try anymore. But what we need to understand is that we need to help ourselves get to that point. You know, let me think of something that we can give you as an example. Something simple, you know, like you want to eat healthier. Everybody wants to eat healthier. But you have this habit of not eating breakfast or eating just a peanut butter toast for breakfast. And you know that's not the healthiest thing. And then it just escalates from there. Then you have cookies instead of the apple. Then you have a sandwich instead of the salad. And then those are habits that you're not even noticing. You need to take a step back and really, without judgment, look at what you're doing and look at what you're building with every single choice you make. Because some of those choices are not even conscious choices. So I think that's something that could help. Something that I'm personally doing to stay sane during this time. I am using a habit tracker. So I'm writing down every day. I'm not necessarily like counting calories or anything like that. I'm just giving myself 80% fuel, 20% fun. And I write it down in different columns. And then every day I have a calendar. And then instead of writing down, you know, the X amount of calories, I only write a number from 1 to 10, 10 being the best. Right? And then if I had a 7, but I have 3 10s or 3 9s, then it's fine. It's consistency, right? And I'm not saying this is going to work for you, but I'm just saying that you need to try to find ways that are going to work for you. Mm-hmm. Maybe for you it's meal prepping your breakfast or your lunch. Maybe for you is ordering healthy meal deliveries. Maybe for you is having a conversation with your significant other and being like, hey, I am really serious about this. And if you keep ordering pizza every single night, you're not helping me. You know, the point of this is that you need to keep trying until you find something that is going to help you stay consistent, not perfect, consistent.
Yeah. And I think that's a great point, Deb, is because I think a lot of people go through sprints. You know, they'll do like the keto diet, intermittent fasting, you name it, insert diet here. And then when they go back to eating, air quotes, normal, all the weight comes back and sometimes even more. So that's not consistent. And most people like to do those sprints. And then when they fall off the program, which they do, everybody does, then they hit what I call the fuck it button. Oh, well, I had that beer. Bring on the pizza, bring on the donuts, bring on whatever it is, you know, because you've hit the fuck it button. You're like, yeah, you know, it's Vegas rules now, quarantine rules, right? And so then that totally derails you. And where consistency is the key, it's like there's nowhere that type of sprinting works. Like Michael Phelps, do you think he just trains for 3 months leading up to the Olympics? No, that guy's in the pool
every day,
consistently every day up until the Olympics, and then ramps up and then tapers for the Olympics. You know, you don't ramp up your training. Any athlete will tell you don't ramp up your training to the event. You ramp it up and then you taper down so you can be fresh and perform at your best. But they do that consistently. They don't just start training when the Olympics come around or when a big swim meet comes around. They're doing it consistently every day because that's what it takes to reach that level. So it's the same thing with any dietary goal, whether it be exercise, eating healthy, losing 20 pounds. You can't hit that button just because you mess up one time, because you got to realize you're going to mess up. And sometimes give yourself permission to mess up. Like Deb was saying, that 20%, because that's the way that you can do it consistently. Michael Phelps knows that every practice isn't going to be his best, isn't going to be, a great practice. He's going to have some bad practices in there. Does that mean he stops practicing? No. He just figures out what went wrong and then tries to fix it.
Correct.
So it's the same with your healthy habits. You just have to be consistent. Give yourself some leeway. Give yourself a break. Don't be so hard on yourself because you cheated a little bit. Just know that
It's not a cheat, it's life.
you're going to cheat. There's times when you're going to have a beer, pizza, donut, whatever it is. I'm tired today. My kids have worn me out. I'm not going to exercise. That's okay. That's life, right? Get back on it the next day. That doesn't give you permission to blow it off for a whole week just because you don't want to do it that day. So it's a matter of shifting your mindset to that consistency mindset instead of the sprint mindset where it's real easy to hit that button.
It's like, it just makes so much sense when you think about this, like any other goal. Like, let's just say you want to save, I don't know, $10,000, to go on vacation. Do you just randomly go every day without thinking about how much money you spend, how much money you're earning, what bills are coming up next week? How the heck are you going to save $10,000? Are you keeping track? Are you writing it down? Are you looking at your bank statements, your paychecks? It's the same thing with nutrition. You have to write it down. You have to track it. If you have a goal, how do you know if you're making progress if you're not tracking anything? You can track your calories, your macros. I don't care. Just something that works for you. 80-20% rule, anything. And many people come to a personal trainer expecting us to fix your nutrition, quote unquote, issues. We do not have a magic pill. We do not have a magic solution. What we have is information for you to use when you're ready to do that, when you are ready to commit to that change. Do not come to a gym or personal trainer and expect them to change your life. The teacher only appears when the student is ready. And we're here for you, but maybe you're not ready yet, and that is okay. We're here for you for whenever you are. And maybe you can only just work out for now. Maybe you need to commit to this for a month or two and be consistent with your workouts before you want to, quote unquote, clean your diet. And that's okay. But you need to really address it from the outside and see where you are mentally, physically, address your progress, track your progress, have a support system at home, friends, family. It is so important. Nobody succeeds on their own. Nobody. In any aspect of life. So why are you expecting fitness to be any different? Sorry, I got a little bit.
Yeah, and the biggest message that I want the listeners to take away from this is that whatever it is that you choose, whatever your goal is, whatever your method is, build in that 20%. Build yourself in a little leeway, a little cushion, a little, hey, take it easy, simmer down, calm down. It's okay. That cushion, whatever it is, make sure that you build that in, because that, I believe, is the key to long-term consistency. Nobody can toe the line military style for their entire life, 100% of the time, 24/7. Even the military get leave. They get time when they can let their hair down, and they need that. And so do you. You need that cushion. You need that 20%. You need that leeway. You need that, give yourself a little bit of break, because that's the only way that you're going to stay on course long term.
Yeah, and that's that is what we want to teach you guys. We want you to be able to live a healthy, happy life, even without us telling you what to do. Our goal, or at least my personal goal, is to train my clients to a point where they don't need me anymore. And if they want to keep training with me, well, yes, I am more than happy. But my goal is to help you build a happy, healthy life. And I think that we need to get rid of that mentality of fitness is so strict and nutrition needs to be on point in order to make progress. That is not the case. Going back to the money example, maybe one day I can only save $5. Maybe the next week I can save 100, because of my bills, because unexpected things that happen in life is the same thing. Just know that that's the way it works. And maybe, like Jim was saying, maybe it's the 20% that you allow yourself to, do whatever you want with. Maybe it's just being 1% better every day. Mm-hmm. Find what works for you and stick to it.
And sometimes the act of, like you were going back to what your money example, Deb, sometimes just reinforcing and feeding that habit is really, really important. Even if you can only put $1 in there, it's the act of putting that dollar in the savings account that says, okay, I'm still on track. Even though you only put $1 in, it's not the buck, it's the act. It's the habit that continues to give it power and empower it and create that momentum to keep that habit going so you can reach that $10,000 mark. And that's a hell of a vacation, by the way, 10 grand.
If we're able to travel at some point again.
Yeah, right. At this point, you can go around the world twice for 10 grand with the way, vacation and airplane tickets are costing. But so I hope you guys were able to take something away from that you can use to improve your health, happiness, and fitness.
Yes. And I hope to see you very soon. We miss you, and we are doing our best to provide you with anything fitness related. And if you have any feedback about the podcast or the workouts or everything we're doing, please let us know.
Yep, absolutely. So we will be back at you next week with another podcast of Shit Trainers Say, conversations that we have with our clients every day that we think that everybody can benefit from. So we want to share the knowledge with you so that you can use it to increase your health, happiness, and fitness. So thanks to all of the team members from all the team members at Catalyst Personal Training. And have a good day. Hey, it's quarantine day again. So until next time, I hope you guys are well. Bye.
Bye.